Hi there, second graders. Great to see you guys again. We are going to take a look at this Studies Weekly magazine today. And this week's issue is titled Explorers. It's got this picture, this really old-fashioned looking picture. It's actually not even a picture, it's a painting. Because it happened before cameras were even invented that this gentleman lived over 500 years ago. And he is a pretty controversial person. Do you know what controversial means? It means people don't agree. People do not agree about this guy. And his name is Christopher Columbus. He actually has his own holiday here in the United States, which happens this week. But not everybody thinks he should have a holiday. Some people think that Columbus is a hero, but other people think he's a villain. So that's very interesting. And I am not going to tell you which one of those I think, and I'm not going to tell you which one of those you should think. But what I am going to tell you is there's a reason that people get so excited or upset about Christopher Columbus. And the reason for that is because he did something. Some people think it was a good thing. Some people think it was a bad thing. But it was a significant thing. What he did was very significant. And it really was one of the most significant things in all of history. What he did kind of changed the world. So some people think he's a hero for that. Some people think he's a villain for that. I hope you guys will read this article. It's a very short article about Christopher Columbus. So if you want to learn more about it, I would encourage you to find something else to read about Columbus. There's lots to read about him. And then on the inside of this magazine, it talks about some more explorers. Do you guys know what an explorer is? There's still explorers in the world today, but an explorer is a person who searches for something new. Have you ever explored? When I was a kid, I used to like to explore the forest behind my grandmother's house. It was big and dark and scary, and we would go out there and we would explore and try to find new stuff. Have you ever explored? Maybe a cave? Ooh, that could be really scary. The explorers in this magazine are people who, well, they're all men actually. They're all men, and they all explored new countries and new places. Long ago, and back in those days, they only let men be explorers. But kings and queens would ask people to go look for new places that they could then take over and be in charge of. And that was a job. Nowadays, there's less people that explore for a job, but we still do have explorers. We have astronauts that are flying off the Earth to go explore space. There's talking about sending people to go explore Mars in the near future. So we are still exploring today, but we're doing it in very different ways. So I would like you guys to read the magazine. There's a couple little activities you can do on the back. And then I would encourage you to go further, go beyond, and see what else can you learn about Mr. Christopher Columbus. And do you have an opinion? Do you think he's a hero? Do you think he's a villain? Maybe someplace in between? I'm super curious. If you do that, if you learn something or if you form an opinion, I'd love to hear your opinion. Put a comment for me, and I'll talk to you guys all again real soon.